Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna rebuilding this PC for our customers. So you guys probably noticed this is the motherboard from my last previous video, like install Windows 10 to make this PC usable again. So today, my some guys want this PC back, so I will doing a video of rebuilding this PC. So you guys are wondering where is the stock cooler of this thing. So here it is. It's the stock cooler from Cooler Master because it broke, so we can't use it. Now I'm gonna take apart this cooler again. So you guys are wondering why I'm taking this cooler when I use the thermal paste. Because the legs of this cooler is broken. You can see here. It broke one and two. Yeah, you can see. So I'm gonna scrape up this old thermal paste. I'm gonna scrape it off. Scrape it off a little bit. And now you can see it's a little bit hard to see the CPU, but this thing has got the Intel Core 2. This thing has got Intel Core 2 Duo E75 single Malay to a rocking 2.93 GHz, 3 megabytes of L3 cache, and 1006 megahertz bus RAM. So next thing is I'm gonna scrape up the previous cooler thermal paste because I don't want to waste my thermal paste. All right, so I will use the last dot method on this cooler because it's a square CPU. All right, scrape it on like this, making it a little bit nice. Now to our new cooler. So this thing is new, but the last user used it, but I think it's okay. Now I will spread the last of the thermal paste on this thing. And now we're gonna apply this cooler on this old motherboard because I think it's a little bit hard to push. Alright, so after some times I finally managed to put this cooler on this motherboard because this socket is 775, so it's a little bit hard to push this cooler inside of it, but it's okay. Now let's do a little bit of cable management. So this is the customer, but he just wants 1 GB of RAM. So this thing has got 1 GB Kingston RAM. It's made in from China, but I will treat my customer with a free 2 GB of V-Side Pro RAM. Wait for me, I will grab it. Oh, where is it? All right, so I found my last 2 gigs of VSci Pro RAM. So this is 2 gigs, 800 megahertz. It should fit inside DDR2 socket RAM. So I will put this RAM inside this socket. Push it inside a little bit. And then cool. So the next thing is we're gonna put this motherboard inside this case. You know, you can see it's a little bit messy, but I'll do a little bit cable management. So I put this motherboard, set it from the side. Then I will start to do some cable management. Alright, so this is a hard drive. So I'm gonna let these cables set from the side. Now put this motherboard inside the case. It's a little bit hard to put, but I think it's a little bit hard. Now it's fit. So we need to get some screws inside for this guy. I'll get this nice looking screwdriver. Then screw it inside this motherboard. Oh, we didn't have magnets. Alright, there she goes. Hopefully it will not break the motherboard. Alright, so we're done. Next thing is we're gonna plug in the SATA's cable inside of the SATA port inside this motherboard. So it's under here. So now I'm gonna plug it in. Okay. Turn. One more. Alright, finish. Now we're gonna plug in these. I think this is USB port. Now this is audio. Oh, it's a little bit hard to push here. Oh, dang. Why is it so hard? I think I just rotate the wrong position. Now it fits. Alright, I just recognize that I um, rotate the wrong partition. Now for I will plug in the next USB cable. Where is it? Where is it hiding? Alright, it's here. Now the second USB port goes in. Alright. Now she fits. Okay. Next thing is we're gonna plug in the CPU power cables. Now we're gonna plug in these 24 pins ATX power cables.
Support, I have support. Customer with me.
Alright, now it's fit. So the next thing is we're gonna plug in the power cables. So now we on our computer, so I will use the Windows 7 images for my old customer computer. So we're gonna find the ISO file for my customer. So here is my Windows 7 professional ISO file. So I'm gonna select it. Here is my ISO file. Alright, so now I will choose MVR to launch it as CSM and BIOS. Now we're gonna click on start. Okay. So now we're gonna wait for my USB to create the Windows 7 installation USB. Alright, so after sometimes burn flashing the Windows 7 USB into Windows 7 ISO inside the USB, so it's finally done. It's behind this computer, so I think it's a little bit hard. Right here, I also need to grab a VGA to HDMI cable because my monitor supports VGA and HDMI either, but I don't like VGA a little bit, so I use an HDMI to that. Ooh. So it worked, but I don't remember what are the boot menu for this thing. Can I press something? Can I press something? I think this thing is running on a spinning hard drive, so yeah. On a spinning hard drive, so So I will spam delete to enter the BIOS. Alright, so it boots. But now we need to figure out how to boot inside the boot menu. So still in default settings. So I guess I will spam F9 boot menu. I guess or spamming. Alright, so it's here. Now I'm gonna choose my USB flash drive. So I will zoom closer for you to see. Now enter. See if this thing works. I might be nervous at this point because if it's failed, I will really disappointment. Wait, what? It just pops up HDMI. So where's the Windows 7 install? Alright, so after like the eternities, it's finally managed to boot into the WinP, but you know, you will be wondering where is the Windows 7 USB? Here it is. So it's just keep displaying error like HDMI and HDMI no signal. So I think there's something wrong with this USB. So you know, put it away. Now I will trying to install Windows 7 on this um, WinP to see if it works. So hopefully it works because you know it takes like eternity. Ooh, wow, what just happening? I've tried to relaunch it. Dang, it dies right away. All right, I'll try to replug and unplug the power switch again to see if it works. Come on. All right, I think it's died. So this is the end of the video because I need to return this machine to my customers after 3 days, but the power supply just dies right away before I try to install Windows 7 on this thing. So if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the like, share button and turn on the notification. And make sure to watch my newest video when I upload. Now, goodbye.